are getting ready to go to the movies to see Superman on opening weekend, which is the first time in a long time I've seen a movie on opening weekend. And she's taking a picture of me. I think she's filming me. Here she comes. Look, what's she doing? There's some kind of paparazzi over there. I don't know what's happening. But anyway, we're going. Gazbot and I just saw Superman. It's just called Superman. Look up Superman. I keep thinking there's some subtitle or something else like that. But no, just Superman. I guess it's been long enough that we didn't need a Man of Steel or other modifier. We didn't have an episode of Action Activate this week. Schedules got messy and it didn't happen, and we didn't say anything about it either. But the big dog went to see Superman and just posted his review of it, I think yesterday, and I just saw it. And so, what's my review? Well, it's not gonna be super in-depth or detailed or spoilery. Thumbs up. I liked it. It was good. Now, full disclosure, I wasn't a huge fan of the Henry Cavill Superman movies. I like Henry Cavill generally speaking, but the Man of Steel, it was too dark. Wasn't my Superman. I grew up on the Christopher Reeve Supermans. I liked Smallville a lot. I liked the cartoon, the Batman the Animated Series, that then became Superman the Animated Series. I like that. Superman isn't one of my top favorite superheroes, but Superman should be kind of bright and cheesy, and this movie was kind of bright and cheesy. Not as bright and cheesy as a Christopher Reeve movie. I mean, it definitely had some pathos and some darkness, and some people died. So I think it's a good balance between the cartoon, bright and cheesy that some people like, and a little bit more modern, darker take. There's some humor. I like the robots. Overall I liked it. I mean, definitely. The Brandon Routh Superman had things about it that I liked, and I liked him as Superman a lot, but that movie, this was better than that. This is probably my favorite Superman movie since the Christopher Reeve movies, is how I'll put it. I think my ride's here. Maybe we'll talk more later. I'm back home. I think minor spoilers. The only part, there's a few parts that I didn't love. Some of the CGI and some of the fight scenes was a little bit video gamey, which is true of a lot of superhero movies. But especially some of the parts where they were in again, I'm trying not to be too spoilery, but there was a fight in another dimension where they were in a sort of river, and I thought that looked kind of fake and cheesy. Went on a little too long, in my opinion. I liked Crypto. I think I said I liked the robots. There's a part at the end, before the credits. There's a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene. Neither are super important, but they're there. But there's a part near the end involving Crypto and another character that comes in, and that was one of my least favorite parts of the movie. It was sort of like, what? Why? Okay, whatever. I think the actor whose name escapes me, who plays Superman, did a good job. I think Lex was a really good Lex Luthor, and it was a lot of fun. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more Guy Gardner, because I like Guy Gardner. I like Nathan Fillion. I would like to see him be a little bit more of a jerk in a couple. I mean, they made him a little bit of a jerk, but it wasn't his movie. I like the idea that I guess you see him in the commercials. I get that Metamorpho is in it, and like you see Max Lord for half a second, and I'm a big fan of that version of the Justice League, so that got me excited. But overall, I think as a Superman movie, it's good. Some people might like it better than others. I don't know. It seemed fine. It seemed good. Anybody has a problem with it? Like, if you're like, it's not my cup of tea, I don't love it, fine. But if you're like, I hate it, it's terrible, they've ruined Superman. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, this is a pretty true to the character Superman. And I like that Superman had some emotion, but it was all sort of understandable and justified, and there was anger, but it didn't feel like rage where you were afraid of him. It was like, this is like a righteous anger, and I get it. So, yes, that's my review. Thanks, and to the power.